Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. Today I'm in a 2022 Ford Maverick, and I want to follow up on the video I did yesterday. So I did a live stream of this truck because I was really excited to show you guys what's new, and a couple of my comments were misinterpreted. So let's talk about what I said in that video, and let's tell you in this video why, as a truck guy, you should pay attention to this truck, because this is pretty exciting. Even though it's small, even though it's not a big truck, I get it, but there's some really interesting stuff that truck guys should know. So let's first address what happened yesterday. So what I shared with you yesterday was how marketing views this target customer. And this is very common throughout the industry, very common in marketing. Marketing 101, what you do is you define who the customer is going to be. You define what their sex is, you define their ages, their race, their ethnicity, what they do for hobbies. You create this mold of what this person's supposed to be, and that's target customer for this. And frankly, I think Ford's wrong. And I'm going to show you why that is in this video. But Ford says that this vehicle is being marketed and their target customer is going to be a female, and it's going to be diverse. She's going to be an African-American, Asian, or something like this, and this is going to be that customer. That's their definition. That's what they said was kind of their target market. And what I think they're wrong in is because I think the appeal of this truck is going to be much bigger than that. And so let's go ahead and check it out, and I can explain to you what my thought process is and why I think the marketing should expand what they're looking at. And if you're looking for this truck and you're not those demographics, you're not that whatever's going on, you're fine, because I think this truck is very appealing to everybody. Okay, let's start here. Let's start in the business end of the truck, because I think this is probably one of the most impressive things about this truck is here. I have sheets of plywood. I have 500 pounds of sheets of plywood. But what's impressive about this truck is that I can get the side at 5'7". You can see the height going across, right? So I'm here going chest across, and I can reach in and I can touch the bottom of the bed. I can actually reach all the way down here on this truck. Okay, let's start in the business end of the truck. Let's talk to the back end of this truck, because I think this is really impressive and something that you guys, truck guys, been asked for a long time. What's impressive about it is the bed height. This is the big deal to me, but I have the bed height goes right here to my chest. And so what that allows me to do is I can actually reach into my bed and I can feel the bottom of the bed without getting on my tippy toes. So I can actually reach into the bed and grab stuff out and not have as big problems as I do like in Super Duties or half tons trying to get stuff out. And so for ranchers and farmers, or people just, you know, whatever, if you're tearing mulch, you're working around the farm, you're putting up fencing, whatever, this is really impressive. You can get in this truck and get everything out pretty easily. It reminds me of, as a semi goes by, it reminds me of why side-by-sides have blown up, right? So side-by-sides, cheap price point, you can drive it around and you can reach in the bed easily. You can do that with this truck too. The other thing that's interesting with this truck is that we have all this plywood back here. So I have all these sheets of plywood, and I have 500 pounds of plywood. But what's interesting is they made a couple adaptations to this tailgate. One, I can adjust and put the tailgate up here, the latch. It goes here. Try to get that shade, but it goes here and it goes here. So I have two choices. So I can angle this bed. And what's great about that is I also have a tie down spot here too. So I have this tie down, not over there and there, excuse me. And I have it here too. So I really have a secure load. I can tow 4,000 pounds, and then the payload would be right here, 1,563 pounds. So, you know, if I could fit more, I could put more in here. And what's interesting here is they've made slots. You can just see it here, that 2x4 right there. They're built-in slots in the bed, and the idea is those built-in slots allow you, so I get out of the sun, those built-in slots allow you to build up your bed different ways. So I can put a 2x4 across, make a flat surface. I can put the plywood above the wheel wells and have it all in the truck. I think this is really a cool thing. So from a truck guy standpoint, you can reach in the bed, you can tie down stuff, you can carry weight, you can carry longer than you think. This is a short bed, it's like a 4-foot bed, but they made that adjustment so you can carry 8-foot sheets. So I can have, what am I gonna have, like 2 feet hanging over the edge. That's not bad at all, right? For the occasional tow job, right? And they have a bunch of utility in this bed where they can put like a separate bike rack setup, things like that. But I just find it awesome that you can reach into the bed, get in the bottom, get what you need, and you have all the capability back there. That's pretty interesting. So let's talk about other things you like as a truck guy. Anything I like as a truck guy is right here. See those steelies? See this base front end? I mean, it's still a good looking truck. A good looking pickup, I should say. I'm gonna say pickup. This is the XL. I mean, for $20,000. This is the base XL, $20,000. Steelies are fine. Tires are fine. Front end looks pretty good, right? So And then inside the cabin, so I fit. Yeah, I got in this truck. I should show that again. So other trucks, right? Sometimes I have to bend my head to get in. So on this truck, I get in, no problem. Nice and easy, door shuts. It's quiet inside of here. Like I said, I do have the hybrid. It's on right now. It's completely quiet because it's just running off the battery. So whisper quiet inside. And then I bet you if I go, probably look at fuel economy here. Yeah, there we go. So fuel economy, 30.5 mile per gallon, and that's with what's in the bed. Yesterday, I was getting like 46, 47 miles per gallon driving around. And it's, like I said, it's quiet. You can leave it here parked, leave it running, and it's not gonna, you know, be so loud. And you can work outside, and you're not gonna run the diesel next to you, don't turn it off. It's a big advantage there. I said, from a truck guy standpoint, hybrid is, yeah, I mean, we lose the big exhaust note. I get that. I'm frustrated about that too. But I get 40 miles per gallon unloaded. I'm getting 30.5 loaded. I get plenty of power. And so it's kind of where it's at future-wise. And then as far as the interior of the XL, I still keep a cubbyhole spot. I still have a good spot for binoculars and stuff like, and glasses, stuff like that. So I can put my glasses up there, usable spot. I have this touchscreen here, which is still, you know, like I said,
what we were able to do,
usable. Sorry, I turned on the radio, but I have H controls there. I have, this is a spot for your cell phone. Your cell phone sticks up there. I can grab mine and throw it up there for you. That's nice. The cell phone fits right there. Storage behind. I have a turn dial, which I'm okay with. I have different drive modes. I mean, I have cup holders. I have storage here, storage cubby there, storage cubby there. Yeah, so I mean, and a good looking interior. Like, I don't think this is like cheap. I mean, I have plastic everywhere, right? Which is fine. It's $20,000. I have the same controls that you find in like the Escape and the Bronco Sport. They just use the same knobs, buttons, that kind of stuff. I'm fine with that. Power windows and power locks for 20 grand. Yes, sir. I have a tail light lamp. That's the gas. I have lights over here. And the other thing that's interesting is right here, they cut this armrest. So you can fit a 32, or I think it's 24 ounce bottle here. And in the back, they have a bigger armrest for 32 ounce bottles. So plenty of headroom there. So yeah, doors closed really nice. Fits really good. And I mean, this is not their first hybrid, right? So this is hybrids they've used throughout their lineup. And so they're using the same technology that they developed. Like I said, I think from a truck guy standpoint, if you're going to be on the farm, you're going to be working a lot, this is something you should consider. You could add to your fleet, if you will, or if you're a landscaper, it's a great option. The only thing that, you know, the only two things I'm not a big fan of is that, number one, in the rear, you don't have a lot of room back here. This is the one thing, you just don't have much room. So when I get in and I close the door, I mean, it's adequate, right? So my feet go underneath the seat. I mean, that's fine. I got headroom, I got shoulder room. I mean, that's fine. But if you're looking for like a big crew cab to fit a bunch of big guys in, this is not it. So that's the one thing I wouldn't worry too much about this. But what I do like back here, and what I would use it for, and what I used my half-ton for and other things for, is I would go like this. I would use it for storage, right? So look at all the storage pockets. I'd put my tie-downs back here, ammo, that kind of stuff. You do lose a little bit of storage here. That's for the hybrid, for the battery. But even then, that's not bad. I mean, you still got room back there too. So unfortunately, that battery sticks up a little bit. You can't fit like a rifle through here. But you put your hunting gear, you put like tie-down stuff like that back there. And then the other thing I don't like, and I can't really show you on this truck, but there's only, yeah, it's down here. That's a storage. There's actually there's no power back here. So on the XL only. So other trim levels, you get a 400 watt plug back there, which I've shown in other videos to be completely useless. So 400 watts is just not enough power. So it'd be great if they could take a power on board solution for this. So like if they have their hybrid, they offer that in the F-150, they offer a power on board option. And I talked to engineers last night. I said, you know, from a farming perspective, you had 220 in here plus this bed height, you could take this as a welding, you could weld out in the farm. You could, the extra power could be for like Orkin, for different fleet companies. You plug stuff in, you just go for it. I mean, I think there's a missed opportunity there to have more power on board, and it's a bigger alternator, the bigger inverter, and you have more power in the plugs. It's really that simple. So here is the engine bay of the hybrid. I've kind of criticized Ford about this a little bit, is that it just doesn't look very attractive. I don't know what they can do differently. And then there is our dipstick on top of the block, which I'm never a big fan of that because it just gets too hot. But I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of covers either. I don't like big engine covers, but looks like kind of a hot mess in here. So I don't know, something you take advantage of, make it a little bit better. But that's nice. Again, it looks pretty good. I mean, and then this height is interesting because you can see with the sun, but I mean, my head's taller than this truck is. Okay, so like I said, from a truck guy perspective, you can reach into the bed. It's cheap, it's economical, it's got good fuel economy. It's probably pretty reliable. They've had the hybrid out for a while now. So I'm like, if you can use this around the farm, if you can fill in for like fleets and things like that, I think this is a great truck to look at because it's got all those things you guys have been asking for years. I think this is a real competitor, not with anything else, not with the Santa Cruz or whatever sedans, things like that. This is a real competitor side-by-sides. I think it's a real competitive side-by-sides because it fits the same things that people like side-by-sides for. Now, can I off-road as well with this versus side-by-side? No, I'd have to do the FX4 package, get the bigger, better tires, things like that. But it definitely has some appeal from my standpoint for just a truck guy who needs to have the bed for whatever, pool chemicals, mulch, whatever, and not have to have the big truck. So those are my thoughts. I can't tell you driving impressions. That'll come next Tuesday. Look for a video on that. I'll tell you about this payload. I'll tell you the other stuff I'm doing in this truck as well. But hey, make sure you check the other video out over here. Website down below. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.